I made a whole video on the NL MVP race, and now I'm canning it because there's just no point. Let's get into it.
Marte, high fly ball. Marte hits a fly ball. Left field, and there it goes. Fly ball, left field. 50-50.
Welcome back to Such and Bases Podcast. Thank you for joining me today, and hit subscribe button if you haven't already. Share this video at the very end if you can add more opinions to this topic. But I'm going to be quick about it because I feel like there's not much to really compare to. Otani won the NL MVP already. 2024, it's done. If the Dodgers even lose the NLDS, Ohtani gets hurt tomorrow, Lindor comes back and hits 10 more home runs, and in 5 games, Marte gets a 400 batting average in the playoff and makes the World Series. Nobody can put either of those guys in front of a player that just broke 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season, and is still hitting home runs and stealing bags. On top of that, there has been back and forth arguments on whether Ohtani will pitch in the playoffs, and with Glass now injured and the disappointing young rotation behind Yamamoto and Flaherty, even if he doesn't pitch an inning in the playoffs, his accomplishments to this point couldn't be passed up in any realistic, achievable form from today on. I'm a Diamondbacks fan and huge Marte fan. He's my favorite. He's the biggest mistake that the Mariners made giving him away. He is MVP deserving in 2024. If Ohtani was not in the NL, I would say Marte deserves the most valuable player award for the NL of 2024, but he isn't, and Ohtani is not in Anaheim, and if he still was, and he had another year, and he was putting up the numbers that he is now, Aaron Judge would stand no chance for the MVP. Judge is 55 home runs. No, he's still at 53. Ohtani has 52, and Judge has only 10 stolen bases, less than a fifth of Ohtani's numbers for stolen bases. Judge has 35 doubles and 1 triple, while Ohtani has 34 doubles and 7 triples. The Judge arguably is going to be the MVP this year for the AL. In my last video, I pretty much went over that. It's pretty obvious that Judge pretty much won it, but at the same time, he did have a major slump, so there is a chance that Bobby Witt Jr. could come and win it, and I think he's pretty damn deserving of it. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds of the AL because we already went over that, but for the NL side, if you compare Judge to the players of last season for the NL, Judge is putting up similar numbers to Matt Olson, who last year had the most RBIs and the most home runs in the NL, and that was at 54. But he placed 4th behind Acuna and Betts and Freeman in the MVP votes. I want it to be clear, the NL MVP is Ohtani no matter what happens further on after September 21st, 2024. There's no way to contest it. He has won it. If not, he's been robbed or there's cheating involved, which I saw iTalk Studios mention something as a possibility that everybody's talking about, but I don't know how they're going to be able to prove that. As of right now, the numbers just can't be beat, and the voting is biased based off of last year. For him, being a Dodger, it seems like he sealed the deal. If Freeman and Betts were the number 2 and 3, I don't see why the best numbers in baseball are also going to be a Dodger and not going to win it. But comment below, do you think I'm right or do you think I'm wrong? Share the video with your friends who might disagree with me, who think that maybe Lindor still will win it even though he's injured, or maybe Marte deserves it. Like the video if you made it this far, and tag me if you shared the video on X. I wouldn't mind replying and seeing some of the people's comments and just get a better idea of what other people are thinking these days. Subscribe and hit the bell because we're going to be having our first interview next week. I'm pretty excited for it. It's a good baseball guy on YouTube that you guys probably already know about. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Later.